Hello, everyone. Welcome to the presentation on Q Global. My name is Dikshita Chaudhary, and I'm associated with Pearson Clinical Assessment Training Wing as a Senior Content Development Administrator. Q Global is a web-based application for test administration, scoring, and reporting. It houses over 80 industries gold standard in assessment tools and is accessible from any computer connected to the internet. Secure and affordable, Q Global helps you quickly and efficiently organize examinee information and generate scores, produce accurate, comprehensive reports. Real-time, reliable scoring and comprehensive report options. 24/7 secure web-based platform which you can access from anywhere, and there is no requirement of installation of any software. Q Global is a single web-based delivery solution for a range of assessments. Using this platform, you have more flexible administration options, including the ability to have assessments completed on screen in your office or on the go, so you no longer need to maintain record form inventories or spend time hand scoring, as well as remote on-screen assessments for selected tools. Scoring is completed in real time so that as soon as a test is finished, the data can be accessed and reported on, and Q Global offers a complete set of options for scoring, interpreting, and reporting assessment results. Under the manual entry option, the assessment is conducted using paper and pencil method. Once the assessment is completed, the raw scores are plugged into the QG system to generate reports. In the on-screen option, the test is conducted under a proctored environment in the presence of the clinician and the client. Once the client completes the test, a report can be generated by the clinician. Under remote on-screen option, the clinician can send out a link of the test via email. Once the client completes the assessment, the report can be generated by the clinician. Available on the platform now are a range of assessments previously available through QLocal, a desktop-based platform. These include tools for mental health, including the PEC scale, the MMPI range, the BASC, the Millen tools, tools for occupational therapy, tools for career counseling, tools for achievement and cognitive understanding, tools for biopsychosocial, speech and language, special education, and child development. Now we demonstrate the platform and its various features. Here is the basic login page that you can access from any web browser and will use to access your Q Global account. You will have the option to choose your location and click Remember Location if you use the same computer frequently to access Q Global. Also, as you can see here, there is a link if you forgot your password. This link will direct you to a web page from which you will be able to reset your password. This is the dashboard of Q Global, which includes different tabs and features to get one started. When you are logged in, you will come to this home screen. As you can see, there are a number of functions that I can navigate to or initiate from this home screen. Most importantly, though, it allows me to see a list of examiners quickly and easily, add or delete examinees, assign new assessment, search for specific assessments. These tabs allow access to functions related to group tasks and report generation, which we will go over. As you can see at the top of the screen, there are several links to manage your account, change settings, access assessment-specific resources, view notifications, give feedback to us directly at Pearson, access help files regarding Q Global functions, and signing out. To create a new account, click on the Manage Account link in the header navigation menu. Your account is initially set up by Pearson as the main account. You can create sub-accounts as a way of managing sites, departments, or examiners. The system is flexible enough to allow you to control how your account hierarchy is structured. Showing your account structure in this tree format provides you with a visual representation of your account, sub-accounts, and users. Account hierarchies allow the main account to grant access to sub-account users. This hierarchical structure aids in generating reports at different levels for those products that have group reports available. New sub-accounts will inherit the attributes, regional settings, portfolios, and qualification levels of the main account and may be modified for the sub-accounts. On the Manage Accounts page, select an account from the tree view to manage the account information. Click the plus sign to expand the view. Click the minus sign to collapse the view. You can also add a new account, delete an account, or move an account. You can also edit your account. Example, here the default examiner is missing, which you can add. You can select the option. Once selected, you can click on Save and go back to the home page using the Home button. Now we will understand how to add an examinee. On the home page, you will see the examinee option, and once you click on it, you will see the option to add new examinee. To create a new examinee, complete the mandatory fields and click on Save option. The examinee ID is unique for each individual. Newly created examinees will show at the top of the examinee list. Now we try to understand how to assign an assessment. Assigning new assessment for an examinee, click the home link from the header navigation menu or click the examinee tab. Examinee tab will display. Search the examinee table for the examinee. Click the checkbox next to the examinee name. Click the Assign New Assessment button above the table. A pop-up window will display. You can search for the assessment name by simply typing the name of the assessment. Selecting the star next to an assessment will save that test in your favorites button. Click on the preferred assessment. Once the assessment is selected, click on the Assign tab. Now we will understand the manual entry paper form administration. To choose paper form, click on the manual entry option and create administration. This will lead to item entry tab. Examiner can select their name from the drop-down menu or select the pencil icon to enter a new examiner name if needed. Enter demographic information below, then select the item entry tab to enter item scores. Select the Show Item Text and Show Input Key buttons to view detailed item information while entering the scores. Enter item scores and then select to proceed to reports. Now we try to understand how do we complete an on-screen administration. If on-screen administration is supported by the selected product assessment, the delivery option on the assessment details page will have a radio button for on-screen administration. When this radio button is selected, the Start Assessment button will appear and all score entry fields will be disabled. Now we try to understand how remote on-screen administration will be conducted. Assign an assessment to an examinee under Managing Assessments option. You can complete the required fields and any additional information. Select Remote On-Screen Administration radio button as the delivery method. Complete the required fields for Remote On-Screen Administration. Click the Preview and Send Invitation button. The assessment invitation email page will display. Complete the required fields, recipient name, email, subject line, etc. Verify that the email address is correct. Click the Send Invitation button. A confirmation message will display on the page. Click Close. Q Global sends out email notifications prior to and after the ROSA is complete. The invitation email is delivered to an examinee rater when an assessment is assigned. The examinee or rater can click on the link in the email to launch the assessment. Now we try to understand to generate a report after an assessment has been completed. To generate a report after an assessment has been completed, click on the row of the examinee to view examinee details. You can see detail and sort by each column. The status column displays ready for reporting after an assessment has been completed. If an assessment is ongoing, it will show as in progress. If a report has been generated, then it will show as report is already generated. You can select the desired report type or the assessment, and you can check the delivery options and the methods and what is the status of those assessments. And after that, you can click and select on the assessment that you want the report to be generated, and you click on Generate Report option. Here you will see the selected report configurations and the ones that are ready for reporting. And once it is selected from your end, you need to go to Create Report. The report will be downloaded to your computer. Certain sample reports are also available in the resource library. So here, as you can see, you need to pre-check certain things like how do you want your report file to be in a PDF format or a Word document. You can select that option. If you want the examinee name to be included, you can choose it. If you want it to be confidential, then you can deselect it. Also, the clinical and adaptive scales for certain assessments will be displayed here. The confidence levels at what level you want the graphs to be represented can be selected, and also the norm groups, whether you want to select the norms for only males or females or combined. Every option is available before finally creating the report for review. This is how a report looks like of, we are seeing the BASC3 here, but for every other assessment that we have on the Q Global portfolio will show basic information like name, age, gender, birth date, whatever has been fed into the system by the clinician, and you will get a report automatically, which will look like this. Now we try to understand some additional features of Q Global and where you could find certain sample reports and understanding of the platform, which is a resource library. As you can see on the header navigation page of Q Global, you will find the resource library option. Once you click on the resource library option, you will be able to check the different free resources that are available on Q Global for each and every assessment test. It includes digital resources, it includes text, visual, audio, and video materials. Once you have clicked, you will be able to see an option called About Q Global folder. So under this, the training resources will help you to understand how to use the platform, and it is like a handbook for you to go back if you feel stuck at any point in time while using the platform. So it is a collection of tutorials which includes quick start guides, it includes video demonstrations, it includes stepwise progression and manners of using the Q Global. As you can see here, there are certain links. These are free resources and you will be able to click on them and go through the videos that are available for certain information. Now we move on to understand what are the support resources that are available. Once you have clicked on those previous links, you will be redirected to a recorded session or a video session on Q Global demonstration, starting from how do you set up an account to generating a report using the different features, using the help, for portfolio in Q Global. There are certain system requirements in Q Global because it is a web-based system and it is not a software installed system. There is no requirement of installation of any software. That is why we need to keep in mind that these are some of the methods or some of the ways which will give you the best experience on Q Global. So we recommend that your computer meets or exceeds the following minimum system requirement. We are sharing certain frequently asked questions which are compiled into with certain answers from our team. So we would recommend you to have a look at the FAQs if you feel stuck or if you feel doubtful about any of your progression in Q Global. For any further assistance or for any queries, please feel free to write to us or call us on the number given. And this is the office address of Pearson Clinical Assessments in Bangalore. And here we could also see a quick reference guide, which is in the form of a link which you can click, and it will navigate you to understanding the platform better if you are not able to navigate or have any queries. Thank you very much for your patient listening, and I hope you have a good experience of using the Q Global. Thank you.